Brother, fittest in Mexico. Kind of a cool statement.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it for having me here.
How did this all come about, man? How did you get into the whole CrossFit scene? How did you end up deciding, okay, this is something that I'm going to end up pursuing?
So, I have been doing sports my whole life since I remember, since I think I'm 2 years old. I used to play soccer. I used to do martial arts. So my goal has always been a competitive athlete in whatever sport I have been. I have always been very competitive and wanted to do like good. So when I was in martial arts, I wanted to be a professional fighter, and I kept watching other alternatives to for getting better at my sport, no, getting stronger, getting fitter. But I didn't want to go to the gym. So I used to have another perspective of the gym all the time. I used to think it was boring.
Mm.
Not anymore though. But I didn't want to do that. So one day I was walking in the street and I saw a gym. They were like old school CrossFit. They were like lifting sandbags. They were um, turning wheels. They were doing some rope plans. They were doing weird shit, no? So I just like I just got interested, went, asked for some information. They let me do a class for seeing if I liked it, and I loved it. So I started doing martial arts and CrossFit, and then I started. I was 13 years old at the time, so doing like I kept training, and I kept getting like good pretty fast, like just because I was already kind of strong and conditioned. So I just had to learn the movements, no? And I was young, so I learned the movements pretty fast. And I was also I was on it. Like I used to do the class and stay after the class to just like to learn more and train more, no? So
Yeah.
that helped a lot. And so at 14 years old, I did my first competition, and I saw like since I was 14 years old and I went to a competition, like everyone I competed was like 20 something. You know, I was the only kid competing in there. And like everyone was like, "Oh man, you're so young, you're doing so good for your age. Like keep doing, and keep putting effort on it."
Mhm.
And I just kept competing like that, like improving my competitions, like evolving on my competition levels. Like I started in basics, and I went to intermediate, and I was still young, no, and that used to motivate me a lot because I saw I was the only kid competing versus like the 20 something, and I was not doing bad, and I kept doing better every time, and my coaches and community on the gym was always encouraging me to keep training. Like they used to put me a nickname in Spanish is Niño Bestia, is kid beast kid. So that's a lot of motivation in my whole environment and community. So that helped me a lot to keep putting the effort in and just keep competing, keep evolving, and keep doing bigger competitions until right now we're here.
Wow. It really is that community driven thing, isn't it? CrossFit. Like, we come for the methodology, but we stay for the community. And it's just all those people that are around you, they end up pushing you to places that you might have been able to dream of, but you couldn't necessarily see a path to get there, right? And they end up just keep pushing you forward as you're gonna do for them, right? And that's beautiful.
Yeah, man, it's awesome. Like all the best. Like what I love about sports, like all my best friends, my people has
Mhm.
come from that circle, from that sport, and it's amazing because once you're a competitor and as a professional competitor, you take this seriously, and as taking it seriously, like CrossFit is a hard sport, no, you have to suffer a little bit for making it good, no, into the workout. So you need some willpower once you're in that like hurting spot, and that willpower, like that community, that your people, your strong connection with that people, for me helps so much when I'm in those moments. Like it's not just about me. I see like all the path I have been doing, all the people that have support me, all the people that it's with me in that path. Oh man, it gives me so much strength when I'm on that moment. It's amazing.
Hell yeah, man. You remember the process to get there, right? And the
Yeah.
sacrifices that you're inevitably gonna have to make and people are gonna make for you. And it all kind of comes out on the dance floor, as we say, right? And you just kind of lay it down.
Alex, So this is gonna be on YouTube
On Spotify.
or Spotify. Okay, because
Yeah.
I was doing. You know what does this mean?
No.
Okay, because I don't. I watched that. Here in Mexico, this means yes. This obviously means no.
Yeah.
But in here, like sometimes I'll right now that I'm in the States, I'll do this and people are like, "Man, what are you doing?" Because you make it so normal. You do this with your finger up and down, and it's yes.
No, no, that's fine. You teach me.
Yeah, this just means yes. Like
Yeah.
it's like yeah.
Oh, sound. Yeah, I mean, that's one of the reasons why I love traveling, man, and meeting new people and coaching, right? Because we see so many people come through that door, and it's like, hey guys, like I'm just kind of teaching you fitness, but you teach me culture. You
Yeah,
know,
it's
like you've
amazing
come
to know.
from this corner of the world. I've never been. Tell me about it. You know,
Mhm.
stay after class. I got 10 minutes. Let's talk, you know?
Yeah, it's amazing to know new people.
Yeah, like that amalgamation of everything kind of coming together. And I can't wait to see where it goes, you know, or to see where the CrossFit goes. Like it was only a few years ago where the games, you know, the leaderboard would come up and on that left-hand corner, it was only American flags.
Oh
And now
yeah,
it's, you know, now it's everything. It's incredible.
yeah. I'm excited to see that grow. That grow. Like man, the growth CrossFit has been doing like slowly from past years to now. It's amazing. Like even the quality of the competitions, in the number of sponsors, in the number of athletes of different countries. It's growing. I can't wait to see it like in 10 years. It's gonna be
Mm,
amazing.
mm. Where do you want to be in 10 years?
Where I wanna be in 10 years,
Yeah,
I wanna win the CrossFit Games.
my man.
I wanna win. I'm 23 years old. I will be 33. I wanna win them even younger. But right now, I say at 33, I'll be retired from CrossFit. I mean, I will always be training. I want to be training my whole life, not the way I train right now, obviously, but I want to be done competing at that level in CrossFit. That's what I say now. I don't know. Maybe in
Hmm.
33, I'll be competing a team. Maybe I will still be very passionate about the sport and I'll keep doing it competitively. I don't know. But my plan right now is 30, be done, and just keep doing or like I don't know, keep doing business, keep traveling, enjoying my friends, enjoying my family, growing,
Mm,
learning,
mm.
keep living.
How big is it in Mexico?
Oh, it's getting big. It's getting pretty big. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Um, yeah, it's getting pretty big. Competitions are getting bigger. Actually, this year there was a big competition, and it's the one that organizes the competition is a guy that works in the Wudapalooza stuff.
Mm,
So he has learned a lot from those competitions for doing a good competition in here. And the gyms, there's a lot. Like in Mexico City, which is the capital, there's a lot of gyms. It has been growing
amazing.
a lot too.
Are they
It's
accessible or are they still really expensive?
it's depends. Like in the nice areas of Mexico City, it's quite expensive. I mean, not at the states, but imagine a good gym in there will be like $110 per month. But where I live, um, the membership will be like $40 per month. So it's, I mean, compared to the normal gyms, which not CrossFit, they will be like way cheaper. No, they will be
Hmm.
like
Mm.
$15 per month, something like that. But it depends. It depends on the area, on the gym. But the most expensive will be like $110, and then depends also in the city too.
Yeah. Similar back home as well, which
Yeah.
is I found it quite interesting of how to make it more accessible for all demographics, right? And trying to
Mhm.
create some sort of sponsorship programs so we can get kids in. Excuse me,
Yeah.
get kids in from lower decile areas, and it's just like how do we kind of spread this thing because we know it's a catalyst. We know fitness is this like the first domino that just kind of needs to get pushed down, And then once that domino falls, everything else kind of falls into its own place as well. Um, and yeah, that's kind of where I spend a lot of my time. It's just like, how do we make this more accessible?
Yeah, yeah. How, mm, I think it's like a good way to start too is also like one, educating to have good coaches
Yeah,
and educating people on the importance of taking care of their health. No, it's not just about like aesthetics, like looking good, like obviously like feeling good with your body. Yeah, it's a and if you want to look good, it's an important part, but also like taking care of yourself, like taking care of your body, like of your mind, of your emotions, of your spirit. And I think that's a pretty cool thing that that sports is a good it's a good, I don't know the word, uh a good tool for starting into that journey, you know.
yeah, for sure.
and and like educating people on the importance of that, and like knowing really the impact not just CrossFit but fitness can make into their lives.
Yeah.
Like it's a must on their life to do some exercise, to train, community, and they can get so much from it, not just exercise and training, like the community, the people they meet. It's amazing.
Yeah, it really is, man. You know, you can really tackle some social problems as well, right? Just with a little bit more community and a little bit more kind of togetherness. You know, everybody's
Yes,
just communicating and having fun and trying to just have a good time, which is the main thing.
yes, yes.
So, talk me through like a normal training day for you.
So I'll be when I'm in Mexico. Right, I just arrived here 1 week ago. So I'll tell you one from Mexico. So in Mexico, I'll arrive at 7 a.m. I will just mention the training part. I'll wake up at 7 a.m. Then I will train at 8:30, from 8:30 to 11, 10:30, 11. Then I'll finish. I'll go back to the gym at 2 or 3 p.m. And depending on how large is my session, sometimes will take me 3 hours, sometimes will take me 4 hours. So most of the time, I will be out of the gym like at 5:30, from 5:30 to 7 p.m., 5:30 to 6 p.m., and then rest, repeat the next day.
Crazy.
It's a lot of training. It's a lot of training, but I mean, I love it. I'm very passionate about what I do. I'm a very driven person. Like if I'm to something and I love it, and I have my goal in mind, I'll go all in.
Hmm.
So and I love it. Like I love spending time in the gym. There's times I'm in the gym and like with my headphones and just working. But there's days that I love like training, and when I'm training on my resting periods, I'll be like talking with the community, because there's more people training the gym. No, there's people in the class, there's
Hmm.
people doing their programs. So like I don't know, between my back squats, I'll be chatting with someone, having fun, and like that part, it's for me, it's very important. For me, it's very important in a gym. In the gym, sometimes I feel like yeah, training alone, but also sometimes I really feel like enjoying the people, having a chat, connecting with them. I think that's for me, that's a very important part too.
Mm. I think it's really good for them as well, right? Because you're giving back. You know, it's like I'm still part of our gym. You know, where I'm not unapproachable, and I think that's where a lot of athletes kind of fell off the bandwagon a little bit. Was like becoming like this kind of unapproachable character, like they're superhumans and we can't really, or they're the Avengers. You know, we can't speak to the Avengers. We call on them once a year to get in the arena and do some fitness for our entertainment. But other than that, you know, we can't talk to them. And just being human and approachable is so important, mate. And you're going to have made a bit of impact on people.
Yeah, exactly. It's very like for me, I'm very conscious the impact I can make on the people when I'm on the gym. Like just giving them like little cues or little like, hey man, like congratulations, like amazing work, things like that.
Yeah.
But that also not just like doesn't feed my ego. It just like what does it inspires me, gives me that fire I was just talking about like 10 minutes ago. And that fills me up a lot too. A lot of energy, with a lot of fire, with a lot of love, and it's amazing.
For sure. Like seeing people break through a mental barrier to be able to do something physical that they once were not able to do, right? It's going to fire you up. Whether it is someone snatching 180 kilos and the whole crowd just goes crazy, or it's somebody doing a first box jump. Like those, that they're the same thing.
Yeah, and man, we were all in that position once. Like I remember when I was the shy kid walking into the gym for the first time. I remember watching those um giant 45 plate bumpers, thinking I was never gonna lift that. Like I remember all those moments, and I can see myself in those people. And as watching myself, like man, like I can see you're shy right now.
Hmm.
I mean I don't tell it, but like it's it's I don't know how to say, it, but it's good. It feels good. It feels good to be part of the process, just a little bit. Like how do you say sand? A little thing of sand.
Grain.
Yeah, be a little grain on the part of the growing and the feet area of another person.
Yeah. Yeah. That's it, man. You're helping somebody else on their journey, and somebody helped us on our journey, right? It's paying it
And
forward.
it's a exactly, and it's a chain. They
Mm.
help you, you help, and it keeps going, keeps going, keeps going, keeps going.
I mean, that's what I love about the fitness industry so much, because it kind of has created this like sense of, okay, I'm going to learn a little thing, and then I'm going to pass it on to someone else, and I'm not going to hold anything back for me. And it's just like, here you go, and then you're going to do the same thing, and the same thing goes on, and it's just everybody just helping one another, and you know, I think it's cool.
Yeah, yeah, and you know what? It's in like as competitors, as being a sport means you're a person that you are once you're competitive, no? But even though in CrossFit, because you have to push a little bit. So everyone in CrossFit, like or mostly everyone, like it's competitive. That means they have ego. I mean we everyone have ego, no? But like a lot of ego, and it's very easy if you're not conscious about it to fall into letting your ego like lead you, and there's where it comes like the the selfish part, no, the selfish part of I want to win no matter what, I want to be better than him no matter what, and we forget the part. I mean it's good to use our ego,
Hmm.
but like not let ego lead you, no, like just be conscious about it, and use it that as a fuel. But if you, I believe if you let yourself lead by ego, there's where it comes the part of not community.
Yeah.
And yeah,
So what is your relationship with ego?
my relationship with ego is like, man, I know I'm a very um I'm trying to translate.
That's okay. I'm sorry we can't speak in Spanish.
No, it's fine, it's fine. Um, it's very so me as a competitor, of course I want to win. No, I wanna crush the guy that's next to me. I mean, I don't want to kill him, but I want to crush him. I want to beat him for as much as I can. And once I'm on the competition floor, I'm the best. I'm the best, and I'll do whatever I have to do for winning. But I'm also like have my honor. No, I have my values, and I won't break them just because my ego. And I will let that ego feel me as like I'm a very, I don't know if it's the exact translation, but I'm a proud person. No, like if I lose, I hate losing. No,
Hmm.
but I won't let that control me. But I won't let that like, oh man, I lost. I feel like shit. I feel sad. No, no,
Hmm.
if I lost,
Hmm.
like I would rather like learn from that, let it go, and do what I have to do. No, if something takes my peace out of me, it's because I have to fix something, and I will just do it instead of losing energy into those negative thoughts. And so yeah, I'm just conscious about my ego. I'm conscious about that I'm a very competitive person, and I don't want to lose, and I want to win. But I also don't let that lead me. Because if I will let that ego part lead me, I'll be a person full of envy. I'll be a person that will really don't care about their values and do whatever it has to do for winning. I'll try to put someone else down just because I want to see myself in top of them. And that is what I will do if I wouldn't be conscious about my ego, because I'm like a like a professional competitor, and I really want to win. Like sometimes winning, like we'll do wanting something really bad will make you do things,
Mm.
but if you're not conscious about it, no matter what, no. So I just let that. I know my ego's in there. I use it as a fuel, but I don't let it lead me. That's my relationship with my ego.
Yeah, it's I'm fascinated of like relationships, like male relationships with ego, right? Because it really feels like it gets to a fork in a road where they could go one of two ways. And it either controls them and ends up destroying them, or they control it and they use it as fuel. And
Yeah,
obviously
exactly.
the
And
latter one is better.
yeah, and like we as men, we're educated. Not all of them, not most of us, but like it's very normal in our society to think, okay, like tough men are tough. Men don't cry. Men
Yeah.
hold their emotions. Men, men are men, no, which is good to be like. I mean, it's not good to be like that, but men, the strongest men are vulnerable. Can be vulnerable. Can be sensitive. That's the real strong. That's like being tough and holding emotions and pretending to be tough. That's not really being tough. That's being
Mm,
scared.
mm.
That's
And
not being brave.
be able to communicate it as well, right?
Exactly. Man, for being communicative, that that requires some kind of guts. Also, expressing your emotions, letting know how you feel, and showing your real self,
Mm,
your real essence and identity, and not putting a mask on it. That's what really requires to be brave and guts,
mm,
instead of just putting a mask in and pretending you're something you're not.
mm. That's really important for people to hear, man.
It is. It is.
Especially from a an athlete who is competing right now, and especially from a young guy, man. That's really important to hear. I appreciate that.
You know, man, but it's not like it's really really important that to know the importance of always being yourself, like, because as you being yourself, you will really attract the the good people into your life, the people that matter, no. There's a saying that says the people, like you being yourself and say what you mean, for the people that matter won't matter,
Mm-hmm.
and the people that matters, that cares about that feels something bad about you saying what you mean, don't matter.
Mm-hmm.
And that's completely true.
I 100% agree with it. Brother, I got three questions.
Tell me.
What's the greatest piece of life advice you've ever received?
The greatest piece of life I ever received: be myself, always be myself. um One or two, I don't have it right now in mind, but mm, um I don't know how to say it in English. Let me traduce it really fast. It's just more than a it's more like a mantra
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
than than
Say the Spanish.
alineación y balanceo. Align and balanced.
Mm,
Align and balance no matter what. So anyone can take you out of that zone. Just yourself.
that's beautiful.
Yes.
What What's the worst piece of life advice you've ever received?
I have I have received a lot. But there was there was one um the worst one. exact words, but I remember it was something about being really selfish about your things. I mean, there's nothing wrong with being selfish, but it just all comes from being conscious about your selfishness. Because yeah, you will get to your goal, do whatever you want, your results to know if you're gonna do it, you're gonna get there alone or with company. No, I would rather make it with company. I mean, if you want to make it alone, there's nothing but it's your choice. But just make sure you're conscious about it. No, and yeah, I don't remember the exact words, and I don't want to like try to invent something.
That's all right.
But but yeah, it was something about being selfish, like
Mm,
very selfish, and it was full of ego. Whatever is full of ego and doesn't come for love,
mm.
that
What's three words you tell your younger self?
tell myself.
Yeah, tell your younger self. Three words.
Can you repeat that?
What's three words you tell your younger self?
I tell my younger self,
Yeah.
right now,
Yeah.
proud, conscious, and strong.
Mm, that the word proud really stood out to me because I think I think a lot of young dudes need to hear that people are proud of them a little bit more.
Yeah, but you know, what you, yeah, that's important. Like we all, at the end, what we want is love, no?
Yep.
But it can't come from other people until it comes from yourself first.
Yep.
You have to know your value. You have to know your self love, your self respect, and that by improving that on yourself, you automatically will see the results into how people watch you and treat you on the other side.
Hmm.
And with self-respect and self-love, if like in a case if someone doesn't treat you well, like one, you won't care, and you will see it's not your problem, and it will just be easier to take that away from you, and it won't do nothing for you.
Hmm.
But I think yeah, we at the end we all want love, but what's more important is that it starts with yourself.
Yep. Yep. Agreed. Brother, I just want to say thank you.
No, thank you, Alex. I
Thank you
appreciate
so
the
much
time.
for your time, man. Gracias, amigo.
No, a ti.
Then
That's a
next
ti.
next time we're gonna have to do it in Spanish.
Yeah, yeah, I love that.
I'd be down, you know?
This is my first interview I do in English. This is my
Wow.
first podcast I do in English. Yeah.
Oh, thank you, brother. Like I appreciate that a lot, man.
Appreciate it too.
I got a lot of yeah, I've had the absolute honor of talking to a lot of people now, and I've got to learn a lot of languages to be able to speak in that language now, you know?
That'll be amazing.
Yeah, that'll be great, man. So
Well, Alex,
good luck in Tennessee, man. Train hard and I'll speak to you soon.
thank you, Alex.
All
Have a
right,
great
brother.
day.
Thanks, man. Bye everybody.